face Madison Damon here. Damon takes downstairs for ball. It's 1-0. She'll be followed by Camden Davis and then Megan Brown, Mackenzie Hoagland, Casey Lee, Abby Preby, Paige Canterbury, and then Kara will bat. There's a called strike and a count now 1-1. Gerald's is pitching. Hardy popcorn while you're doing play-by-play. Gerald's pitching here, and a little ground ball strike cold on Camden Davis. She's down in the count 0-1. Looks like Maddie Lively is at third. Dusty Pence, as we mentioned, the shortstop. Pitch on the way. Here, boy. Good job that time by Gerald's. Took something off of it. And Davis way out in front, 0-2. The outfield, J.C. Nippert, Kyra Hussey, and Kayla Reese from left to right. There's a ball, and it's 1-2 now on Camden Davis. Mangum winning game number 1, 11-1. Improved to 8-0 inside district play. Pitch outside for a ball, and the count now 2-2. Different look. The umpire, Bill Ferguson, now behind the plate. Swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Victoria Gerald's as she'll sit down Cordell in order. 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the Lady Blue Devils in their half of the first. We'll go to the bottom of the frame. Mangum coming to bat. Classic hits 97.7.
333 Dental Care in Mangum is the dental practice of Dr. Dustin Lively. His experience, skill, and compassion go hand in hand when providing exceptional, up-to-date patient care. Dr. Lively and his team of professionals are proud to help you with the best dental care possible, along with preventive care that will result in a beautiful, long-lasting smile. Call 580-782-2552 or visit the team at 333 Dental Care. They support the Mangum Tigers and Lady Tigers.
Brown Ford in Cordell is now Wheeler Ford. Expect the same great service and selection you've always had from Brown Ford, now Wheeler Ford. Casey Horn and Tom Machunsky want to sell you a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV. They have a great selection, pre-owned and new Fords. If we don't have what you want, we'll find it. Your small-town dealer is now Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Country dealer, country prices. That's Wheeler Ford in Cordell. Let us make you a real deal real soon.
Farmers and ranchers need feed or supplies? 4E Feed and Supply in Mangum is farm-owned, so they understand your needs for the farm and ranch. They feature bulk feeds for pickup or they'll deliver. Great brands coupled with fast, friendly service. They have gates and panels, vet supplies, and show feeds too. 4E Feed and Supply supports Greer County school sports and ag activities. 425 East Lincoln in Mangum.
Mangum Lady Tigers set to go to work here in the bottom half of inning number 1 as they will send to home plate Kyra Hussey, Dusty Pence, and Haven Gilbert. Numbers 1, 2, and 3 to face Madison Damon. Good to have you alongside Classic Hits 97.7, OKSports.tv, and on our Facebook page, Facebook Live, Classic Hits 977. Hussey looks at a pitch upstairs for a ball to count 1-0. Mangum winning in run rule fashion game number 1, 11-1 to stay undefeated inside the district. Little pop-up on the infield. Wing going to push that one out of play. And the count now 1-1 on Hussey. Katie talking about the fact it's several days until we return here to Mangum. In fact, it'll be September 11th. Lady Tigers headed to Tuska, as we mentioned, over the weekend. Defensive swing there by Hussey to keep the bat at live. It's 1-2. Our traveling microphones will not go to Tuska. We'll be at Wrangling on Friday night for football. 2018 debut for the Tigers. Down in the dirt, count level now at 2-2 on Hussey. Memory serves me correct, though. Back in action on Tuesday of next week at Hollis. Am I right about that? And we'll be there for that. And then pitch downstairs to Hussey. Kyra has run the count full, 3-2. And then I believe another district ball game coming up on the 10th at Hobart. 3-2 pitch here. Hussey. Fly ball left field. Going back is Anderson. And this one is gone. Home run, Kyra Hussey. So Hussey starts off the ball game with a bang as she goes New Jack City to left field. Hussey kind of nonchalant as she comes to the plate after hitting a home run. And that was a shot It is a warm, windy evening. Ball carrying extremely well, and you saw it right there. Like Kyra Hussey getting all over that one. So Mangum jumping out to an early 1-0 lead. They trailed 1-0 at the end of the top half of the first inning of play, but then able to storm back and win in run rule fashion. So here's Dusty Pence. Pence takes upstairs for ball. The count 1-0 on Dusty. She was part of that home run brigade that saw the slow pitch team last spring hit well over 100 home runs. Downstairs for a ball, 2-0. I often described the offense in that slow pitch season as one that just simply bludgeoned the softball. Well, Kyra Hussey just bludgeoned the softball here in fast pitch. 2-0 to Pence. Dusty boy had a hack in on her hands, and it's 2-1. Dusty a little eager and didn't get the hands or the arms extended. Fouls it back to the screen, so it's 2-1 on the shortstop. 2-1 offering on the way here. Upstairs for a ball. 3-1 on Pence. So we've got football coming up on Friday night. We'll celebrate Labor Day with you over the weekend. Long 3-day holiday. And then back at it over at Hollis on Tuesday of next week. Ball 4. Counts the fourth pitch to Pence out of the zone. And that'll bring Haven Gilbert to the plate. Gilbert threw the ball last night for Richard. Might see her before all is said and done here this evening. Pitch downstairs for ball, 1-0. Damon having a hard time finding home plate now. There goes the runner out in front of the pitch. Hitting it foul is Gilbert, 1-1. Little hit and run that time, and Haven just got the hands through just a little bit too quickly. Paige Canterbury. I see her out in left field, and she is deep. There goes Pence, and Dusty will steal that one easily as the pitch got all the way back to the screen. Gilbert now ahead of the count, 2-1. Even if that pitch is caught and it's a strike, Dusty would have been standing on second base easily. She had a huge jump. Gilbert looks at one upstairs for ball 3, 3-1. Sarah Rogers waiting in the on-deck circle. Nobody out here in inning number 1. And a cold strike on Gilbert runs the count full at 3-2. Kyra Hussey leads off the inning with a home run to left. Dusty Pence a base on balls. 3-2 pitch to Gilbert. She swung at ball 4. Fouled it back behind us. It'll stay 3-2. And I don't blame Gilbert at all. I'm hacking at that one myself. Talked about it last night. You get one up in the eyes, you turn on it. Goodbye. Gilbert pops this one up behind home plate, and the catcher cannot hold on to it. So Gilbert will get another opportunity. Haven getting a bit of a break there. By the way, I just now noticed, and we're into our second game, but Megan Brown, a left-handed catcher. You don't see those very often. Didn't notice that in game 1. She caught that one. Ball 4. Ball gets to the screen. Pence will go to third. Runners at first and third. That's Gilbert at first and Pence at third. Here's Sarah Rogers.
Go, Sarah.
And you know Rogers took note of how far the ball flew off the bat of Hussey towards left field. Canterbury, she's standing on the fence out and left. Now there goes Haven Gilbert. She'll get an easy stolen base. She's in scoring position as ball 1 delivered to Sarah Rogers. Mangum with 11 in the first ball game. They've got 1 already here. This one has popped up into shallow left field, and that one will drop because the outfielders were simply so deep. No way they're going to be able to come in and get the ball. So it's an RBI stand-up double for Sarah Rogers. Haven Gilbert had to stay at third base as she was unsure if that ball would be caught or not. Give an RBI to Rogers. Mangum leads it 2-0. Here's Sydney Webb. Webb a chance to drive home a couple with nobody gone in inning number 1. Told you that there was about a 30% chance of thunderstorms scattered at best around the listening area. Webb looks at a ball, 1-0. You look off to the north, and you can see the backside of some showers. We can keep our fingers crossed that happens. Webb, good cut there. Just missed, and it's 1-1 on Sydney. College football season getting underway this weekend. They will play Oklahoma State. Will play Thursday night against Missouri State. It'll be at Boone Pickens. This one off the fist, and again, Canterbury got to come a long way to get it. Does. Tagging is Gilbert at third. Tagging at second and taking third will be Sarah Rogers. Heads up play by her. Mangum now leading at 3-0. Sacrifice fly for Sydney Webb. So here's Victoria Geralds, who lashed the ball hard her first 2 times up in that first bowl game. Takes a strike here, and it's 0-1 on Geralds. Victoria, chance to help herself in the circle. Her club leads at 3-0. Got a runner at third base and less than 2 outs. 0-1 pitch to Geralds, high and out of the zone. 1-1 on Victoria. Maddie Lively waiting in the on-deck circle. Wynn continuing to push towards that left field corner. Downstairs to Geralds, and the count now 2-1 on Victoria. She has a keener set of eyes than I do. I'm hacking at that one right there. I'm green lighting going after it. 2-1 pitch on the way. This one's high and out of the zone, and it's 3-1. So now she can be selective. Set on something that she likes, otherwise it's ball 4, and the Lady Tigers have got runners at first and third. 3-1 pitch on the way here. And popped up and out of play behind the dugout. Third base, the count now full, 3-2. So now Victoria will shorten up just a bit, you would think, and try to at least get the run home from third base with a ground ball on the right side or a fly ball to the outfield. Payoff pitch on the way to Victoria Geralds. Inside for ball 4. Runners at the corners. Gerald's at first. Rogers at third. 1 gone now for Maddie Lively. Mangum will go with a courtesy runner here. And it's Zara Zachary. ZZ Top. Occasionally hear that song, a song by ZZ Top with Michael of the Morning. 6 to 10. Classic Hits 97.7. Free cheesy plug. Ball 1 to Lively. Taking second base on the play will be the courtesy runner, Zachary. Lively down low to Maddie. The count 2-0 on the third baseman from Mangum. Lady Tigers have pushed across 3 so far here in the first. Trying to add to that total. Got a couple of runners in scoring position. Ball 3, Lively ahead in the count, 3-0. J.C. Nippert waiting in the on-deck circle. Maddie asking for time and get it. Now digs in, 3-0 pitch, ball 4, bases loaded. Lively at first. Zachary at second.
Let's go, JC.
Sarah Rogers at third for J.C. Nippert. We mentioned bases loaded, 1 gone. First pitch to Nippert. Off speed for a strike, and it's 0-1 on J.C. She's taking all the way, you would have to think, after 4 straight balls had been delivered to Maddie Lively. So now an opportunity for Nippert to hack. J.C. gets hit by the pitch on the elbow. Well, I guess you get an RBI on that, don't you? Lively will go to second. Zachary to third. Sarah Rogers will come in for the fourth run of the ball game for Mangum, 4-0. Here's Nicole Rogers. And Rogers got hit. Wow. Back-to-back hit batters here. Mangum has batted around. Rogers at first, Nippert at second, Lively to third. And back to the top of the order we will go. And Kyra Hussey. And remember, Hussey making all kinds of noise to begin the ball game as she went New Jack City to left field her first time around. And apparently we're going to get a new pitcher as well. So we'll check the lineup changes, come back. Mangum on top 5-0. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Do you want a bank who's working for your best interest? Sure you do. That's why you want Bank of Cordell for your bank. That's right, 21st century banking at its best. The Bank of Cordell has been providing quality banking service since 1902 and is the oldest state bank in Ouachita County. Sounds like a lot of experience to me. So for experience in banking, state-of-the-art account management services, and quality personal service, visit the folks at Bank of Cordell, member FDIC.
When it comes to getting your prescriptions filled quickly, just have your doctor send them to Bratton Drug in Mangum or Granite Drug in Granite, where competent and friendly pharmacists will quickly fill them correctly. Bratton Drug and Granite Drug are hometown, locally owned pharmacies, and they know you have a choice when it comes to a pharmacy. So they appreciate your business, and they're proud to serve you. That's Bratton Drug in Mangum and Granite Drug in Granite.
Damon back in the circle now for this group from Cordell. Her first pitch to Kyra Hussey is a ball, now a foul ball. The count level on Hussey at 1-1. Bases loaded for Mangum. We play here in the bottom of the first inning. They lead 5-0. Madison Damon back on the mound. Damon pitch upstairs. And the count 2-1 on Hussey. As we mentioned, Kyra, a home runner first time around. Lively at third, Nipper at second. Nippert and Rogers Nicole out at first. Ball upstairs, and the count now 3-1 on Hussey. She's having to show some tremendous patience there because she's wanting to hack big time. So the count 3-1 on the center fielder. Pitch on the way. Hussey takes a strike to the count full now at 3-2. One gone here in the first. Mangum with 5 across already. The bases loaded. Top of the order in Kyra Hussey. Pitch on the way. Hussey, that is a fair ball down the left field line. Maddie Lively will score. Here comes Nippert. She'll score standing up into third base. We'll go the courtesy runner, and Mangum adds to the total. Nippert and Lively scoring on the play. 2 more RBI on the double for Kyra Hussey. Mangum on top now 7-0, and here's Dusty Pence. I didn't realize they had put in a courtesy runner for Nicole Rogers. She is over at third base. And I believe that's the younger Hussey, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. One gone now for Pence. Dusty walks to the base and scored her first time around. There's a pitch upstairs for a ball to count 1-0 on Dusty Pence. Mangum playing on Friday. And Katie, you told me 1:30 start time? Friday? 5:30. 1 o'clock, okay. I knew I'd get it if I kept guessing. Foul ball, and it's 1-1. 1 o'clock and 5:30. Okay. Katie will be keeping us up to date on those. We'll have those scores for you during the football game that night. That's where we'll be in Ringling. 7:30 kickoff, airtime 7 o'clock here on Classic Hits 97.7. 1-1 pitch. Pence lays off the high floater, and it's 2-1. Haven Gilbert waits on deck. Mangum batting around here in the first. 8 across so far. Pence, line drive, caught by the shortstop. That is a sparkling play out there. Turned in by Andrea Palmer for out number 2. Palmer climbing the ladder, go up and get that one. Otherwise, it's 2 more runs. But instead, there are 2 going. Here's Haven Gilbert. Gilbert walked, scored her first time around. Haven looks at one inside for a ball. The count 1-0. Mangum with only 3 hits, but they've scored 8 runs. Had a couple of hit batters, a couple of walks as well. Here's a pitch inside for a ball, 2-0. Had 2 hit batters. I said a couple of walks actually in the inning. There have been 4 walks. So 2 hit batters, 4 walks, a couple of hits, and a big lead. Now an error on the third baseman as that gets underneath the glove. And 2 runs will score on the play as Hussey squared comes in. And Mangum now leading it 10-0. So Haven Gilbert hit it hard, and I said an error, and yeah, we'll call it a sharp single. How's that? A couple of RBI nonetheless. And as we mentioned, Mangum on top now, 10-0. Sarah Rogers going to step in. Sarah heading the count 1-0. Rogers takes a strike and the count level at 1-1 on Sarah. She singled, drove in a run, and scored her first time around in this inning. Then Mangum leads 10-0. 0-1 pitch. Rogers on the ground at third. Again, it'll get underneath the glove of the third baseman. Gilbert on her horse, heading for third. She'll get there safely. Rogers will take second on the throw. And the inning stays alive for the Lady Tigers. And that is E5 all the way. So Sydney Webb will bat for the second time in the inning. Webb a sacrifice fly her first time around. Runners at second and third. And 2 gone in the first. Upstairs for a ball. The count on Sydney is 1-0. 1-0 pitch on the way to Webb. Sydney, line drive, base hit, left field. That'll score 1. They will hold Rogers at third. And Haven Gilbert will come in and score the 11th run of the ball game. RBI for Sydney Webb. Sarah now at third base. And again, a courtesy runner going to come in for the Lady Tigers. With 2 gone. Victoria Geralds now will step in. Geralds walked and scored her first time around. Victoria looks at one high for a ball. 1-0 on Geralds. And Mangum got designs on batting around twice in an inning. Halfway through the lineup again. Gerald's going to pop this one up into shallow left field. Going out is the shortstop. Nobody there to catch it. And jogging in Rogers from third base. Winding out at second base will be Victoria Geralds. And as a seeing eye double, give her an RBI. And Mangum adding to their totals here. Lady Tigers leading at 12-0, and we're in the first inning. And Maddie Lively. Lively walked and scored her first time around. You thought I was kidding about batting around twice in an inning. Maddie takes a pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Oh, we did. Wow. Lively out in front of that one. And that'll run the count to 0-2. I'm kind of like Katie. That was a strike a long time coming. So it's 0-2 on Lively. 2 gone here in the first. Mangum leading 12-0. Lively, ground ball to third. This time, third baseman will knock it down, but the ball dropped by the first baseman. And Mangum will score another run on the play. Victoria Gerald's courtesy runner will stay over there at third base. Lively at second. E5, tough inning for the third baseman for this group from Cordell. Pitch upstairs for a ball, 1-0 on Nippert. JC hit by pitch, credited with an RBI for that. 1-0 pitch on the way, fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-1. And if Nippert gets on board, Mangum will have batted around twice in inning number 1. Nicole Rogers due up, but it looks like we may have a pinch hitter. Nippert out in front of that one, foul. We count now 1-2 on JC. Runners at second and third, 2 gone in the first. Mangum with a baker's dozen 13 in inning number 1. Pitch out of the zone. We count 2-2 now on Nippert. Tyler Panetta waiting in the on-deck circle, trying to keep the inning alive. JC, though, swing. Ball dropped by the catcher. They'll throw to first, and the inning will finally come to a close. But not before Mangum comes up with 13 runs. 13 runs on 6 hits. There were 4 walks, Couple of errors and 2 runners left on board. And at the end of 1, Mangum leads it 13-0. Classic Hits 97.7.
Hi, this is Terry Jones at Sunshine Cafe in Cordell. Don and I just wanted to thank all of our customers for their business and support over the years. We so enjoy seeing you come through our doors, and we love serving you good food every day. If you haven't eaten at the Sunshine Cafe in Cordell, come see us. There's nothing like a little sunshine in the morning for lunch and for dinner. We'll warm up your day at the Sunshine Cafe on the square in Cordell.
The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum is celebrating 80 years in business and 4 decades of Mangum Tiger and Lady Tiger graduates. The Castle Insurance Agency has had and will continue to have a long-term commitment to support Mangum students on the field and off the field. For auto, home, farm, bonds, crop, oil field, or commercial insurance, please call or stop by the Castle Insurance Agency, 122 South Pennsylvania in Mangum. Call 782-3049. That's 782-3049. The Castle Insurance Agency of Mangum.
All right, so we go to the top half of inning number 2, and actually Mangum is scoring 12 runs in the inning, just 12, and it's a 12-0 ball game as we go to the top of the second here. And leading it off will be Megan Brown. Brown lifts this one foul and out of play on the left side. The count on Megan quickly 0-2. Mangum 14-1 and 8-0 inside the district coming into the ballgame. Pitch outside, Victoria Geralds in the circle in this ballgame for the Lady Tigers. Count 1-2 on Geralds, or rather on Brown. Pitch downstairs, levels the count at 2-2. Victoria set down the side in order in the first. It seemed like an eon ago when she struck out 2 of the 3 batters. 2-2 offering on the way here. Well, they look pretty good. Outside for ball 3, 3-2. 12-0 ball game. You kind of hope that the strike zone may be a little bit expanded. Ground ball over Lively's head into left field for a base hit, and that'll be the first hit of the 2 ball games for Cordell. And we chopped over the hit of Lively into left field. Megan Brown with the hit. Cordell scored a run in that first ball game, but did so without the benefit of getting a base hit. So here's Mackenzie Hoagland. Hoagland looks at a strike. They're going to send the runner, and they got him hung up between first and second. Giving chase is Rogers, and boy, she'll chase her down in a heartbeat. If you ever watch National Geographic and you see a lion hunting something down from behind, well, there you go. So Brown retired. First out of the inning. Count on Hoagland now 0-2. She'll foul that one back and out of play on the right side. Again, it is amazing the space that Sarah Rogers takes up with each stride. Swing and a miss here. Victoria Geralds has got her 3rd strikeout of the ballgame. It's out number 2 here in the second. 2 up, 2 down now for Casey Lee. Lee asking for time and gets it now. Digs in, chokes up on the bat, swing and a miss. 0-1 on Casey. And again, we look longingly to the north, and then cold front. Oh, if it could bring some moisture. Pitch outside for a ball. The count 1-1. We do know it's supposed to reduce the temperatures by about 5 to 8 degrees, depending on your locale. That will help. 1-1 pitch here. Off speed. Gerald's held on that one a little bit too long, and it barely made it to home plate, hitting the plate. 2-1 now. 2 gone in the second. Mangum leading 12-0. There's a cold strike. Oh, apparently, Bill had a strike somewhere else in the sequence. We didn't see it. Okay. Yeah, Katie didn't either. 3 up, 3 down. Nothing doing for Cordell in their half of the second. We'll go to the bottom of the frame with Mangum on top 12-0. This is Classic Hits 97.7.
Fresh floral arrangements created right here in Mangum are the hallmark of the owners Darlene Bach and Darla Haitley at Flowers Unlimited. Remember, fresh flowers are a very personal, special gift that is so cherished when delivered for birthdays and anniversaries. She might say you shouldn't have, but she'll be delighted you did. Flowers Unlimited. Call the local number 580-782-2122 in Mangum. When you need farm and ranch or mobile home or auto insurance or even life insurance, then your best choice just might be Steve Martin, Oklahoma Farm Bureau agent in Greer County. Steve, along with Rosanna Schuster, CSR, are ready to help you, including top-notch service. Greer County Farm Bureau office is located on North Oklahoma Street in Mangum. Give them a call at 782-3827. That's 782-3827.
All right, we get ready for the bottom half of inning number 2. Mangum on top 12-0. And we've got some changes that have been made for this group from Cordell. New pitcher, no catcher. Actually, the two players will just flip-flop, it looks like. And Tyler Panetta going to pinch hit here in inning number 2. Looks at a pitch inside for a ball. The count 1-0 on Tyler. Nicole Rogers hit by a pitch in her only plate appearance. Got an RBI for it and came around to score a run. Panetta looks at a strike and it's 1-1. Tyler pinch hit in that first ball game. That Mangum won 11-1 and got a base hit. Rolls this one on the ground towards short. Long throw, not in time. Panetta running hard, gets the infield single. Good job by Tyler. The ball chopped towards the hole at short. Long throw, and Panetta running hard the entire way. So here's Kyra Hussey. Hussey 2 for 2, couple of RBI, 3 in fact in the ball game. 3 RBI, hit a solo home run in the first and had a 2-run double her second time around in the same inning. Mangum sending 17 batters to the plate in that first frame. So here's Hussey. Ball 1 to her. 1-0 on Kyra. Richard might start clearing his bench here. Pitch upstairs to Kyra, and the count is now 2-0. Looks like the younger Hussey waiting in the on-deck circle. That one back to the screen, and Panetta will go to second base. Now the ball thrown into center field, and Tyler really wanted to go ahead and head home, and Richard threw up the stop sign and said, we'll just quit the proceedings right here. So a stolen base and a wild pitch. Panetta at third, nobody out. Kyra Hussey ahead in the count 3-0. Whacking away, foul. And the count now 3-1, and I'm looking at Richard. I guess he gave her the green light. I was trying to see by the reaction of Carney as to whether he green-lighted Hussey 3-0, up 12-0. I think he did. So 3-1 now on Kyra. That's ball 4, runners at the corners. And indeed, we will get a pinch hitter as the younger Hussey will step in. Tell me her first name again. Keeley, okay. So Keeley will step in, looks at the ball, and it's 1-0 on Keeley. Hussey lifts this one towards center field, and it will drop for a base hit. So we've got Hussey squared on the base pass. First and second, nobody out. RBI for Keeley. And now it is a 13-0 ball game. Kyra Hussey at second base. Michaela Augustine, is that what you said? All right. So Michaela Augustine now get a chance to pinch hit. She hits in the spot occupied by Gilbert. Augustine looks at ball 2, 2-0. Well, it was edge of your seat time last night with those two ball games with Leedy and Duke. This has been far more laconic here this evening. Mangum winning game number 1, 11-1. And then so far they've put up 13 up on the board here in game number 2. We've got nobody out. And runners at first and second. Augustine now. 2-1 pitch on the way to her. Lifts a fly ball towards center field. Cairo will tag. Oh, the ball dropped. Everybody going to be safe. And the bases will be loaded. Cairo to third. Keely Hussey to second. Augustine is there at first base. So Zara Zachary now will hit for Nicole Rogers. Take it for a strike. The count on Zara is 0-1. Bases loaded. Nobody out here in inning number 2. Pitch downstairs. Count level at 1-1. We said Richard would probably clear his bench. I don't know that he can completely clear it, but he can get a lot of kids in. 1-1 pitch upstairs for a ball. And the count now 2-1. How many ever runs Mangum scores here? If they get 3 outs in the third, it'll be over. Swing and a miss. Count on Zachary is 2-2. Should I ask Richard about that point differential thing in the district standings? Yeah, kind of a moot point. I mean, Mangum way out in front of everybody. There's a single to right field. And Zachary will come up with a base hit and an RBI. Mangum now leads it 14-0. Ball rolling around the infield, but Richard going to play station-to-station softball right here. So Keely Hussey now at third. Michaela Augustine at second. Zara Zachary with a single and the RBI over at first base. Kayla Reese now steps in. And the first pitch to... That is Kayla Reese, isn't it? Yeah. Kayla Reese pinch hitting here for Sydney Webb. Looks at a pitch for a ball. All right, he called it a strike, and then strike 2 as well. So 0-2 on Reese. I'm going to roll this one on the ground to second. They'll tag for 1, throw to first, not in time. And scoring from third base will be Keely Hussey. So 1 gone as the fielder's choice. Zara Zachary retired, 4 unassisted. That'll be put Augustine at third. Michaela there with 1 gone. Kayla Reese at first. Jade Laughlin will roll to the second baseman. They'll get the out there for out number 2. Scoring on the play from third base will be Michaela Augustine. So give Laughlin the RBI. And Mangum now on top. 16-0. Two gone in the second. Maddie Lively at the plate. Lively been on board twice, walked and scored, and reached on an error. Lively, fly ball into the gap, left center field, and that'll score another run. Lively going to wind up at second base with a stand-up double. Maddie Lively hit that ball hard. Lively in scoring position with 2 gone here in inning number 2. So Allie Monroe now going to come to home plate and hit. My book is completely destroyed now. So Lively with the RBI. Mangum leading now 16-0. Will pop up on the infield, and the inning will come to a close. Monroe pops out to the pitcher for out number 3, but Mangum coming up with what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more runs in the inning. And they now lead it 17-0 as we go to the top of the third. Classic Hits 97.7.
High Plains Bank, located at 200 North College Street in Cordell, is the place to handle all of your banking needs. We offer competitive rates on mortgages, vehicle, commercial, and ag loans, along with friendly customer service. At High Plains Bank, we always have a cup of hot coffee or a cold drink waiting for you. High Plains Bank, community-driven and a proud supporter of the Cordell Blue Devils, member FDIC, and an equal housing lender.
From Farmers Insurance, we want to say go Big Blue to our Cordell Blue Devils. Come by and see us at Gregg Insurance Agency for all your insurance needs. Your Farmers Insurance agent. Stop by South Market in downtown Cordell.
When it comes to funeral homes, there are several to choose from. But choosing a funeral home that is locally owned offers the advantage of the local owners who are involved right here in the community, helping you during your time of need. Greer Funeral Home owners Carson and Stacy Van Zant are perfect examples of owners who offer that family-like connection that you'd expect from a friend and a neighbor. Greer Funeral Home in Mangum and Granite, providing dignity and respect.
Numbers 8, 9, and 1 due up here in the third for Cordell as they take on Victoria Gerald's and company. Mangum on top 17-0, and they get a couple of 3 outs here, and the ball game will be over. There's a cold strike. And the count on Abby Pribby is now 1-2. 1-2 pitch downstairs for ball, 2-2. And this is actually 7, 8, and 9 due up for Cordell. Victoria Gerald's has faced 6 and retired all 6 and got half of them on strikes. Make that 4 now on strikes. Caught looking there. It's Abby Pribby. That is 3 strikes out. 3 strikeouts in a row now for Victoria. In our first ball game, won by Mangum 11-1. Sydney Webb at 1 point struck out 6 in a row. Cold strike here, and it's 0-1 on Canterbury. 1 gone here in inning number 3. Fastball, and then when ticked foul back to the screen, the count now 0-2. Victoria Gerald's a bit impressive. She came in and pitched last night in that loss to Duke, but really kept the Lady Tigers in check. Pitch back to the screen, 1-2. She gave up a couple of runs in the ball game, but it was already 8-0 with runners on base when she took over. 1-2 pitch. Ground ball back to Victoria. She'll field her position, flip to first, and there are 2 gone here in inning number 3. So Mangum now an out away from wrapping this one up on this Tuesday evening. Cold strike here. The count 0-1 on Kara. She is the extra hitter or extra player, designated player, however you want to describe it. Fouls this one out of play on the right side. The count now 0-2. Well, we went late into the night last night. Got home, about 10:45 tonight. That will not be the case. We're a strike away from this one being over, and that one in the dirt. Tag made. Ball game's over. Victoria Gerald's will end the contest with a strikeout. Victoria in the ball game. 2 in each inning, wound up with 6 and threw a no-hitter in the process. Mangum wins it by a final score of 17-0. Back with your totals after this. Classic Hits 97.7.
The Hamburger Inn in Mangum continues to be that special place people have enjoyed for generations. Good food prepared by your neighbors in a laid-back atmosphere where you really feel at home. Breakfast, lunch specials daily, and the famous fish fry every Friday night, or a great steak dinner on Saturday night. But you guys know about the Hamburger Inn in Mangum. We'll see you there.
At Great Plains Bank, we're in the business of making your life easier, and we understand how tough it can be to strike the right balance between security and opportunity when rates are on the rise. With our new variable rate CD tied to Wall Street Journal Prime, you can have the best of both worlds. You get the security of a CD without the stress of worrying about market timing. And with rate floors, you get the upside without the risk. Stop by one of our locations or visit us at gpbankok.com. Great Plains Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Mangum Lady Tigers bouncing off the deck and coming back in fine fashion after losing their first game of the year last night, outscoring Cordell in a pair of ball games to the tune of 28-1, winning this one 17-0. 17 runs, 10 hits, no errors for the Lady Tigers. No runs, no hits, and 3 errors for the Lady Blue Devils of Cordell. Victoria Gerald's 6 strikeouts in 3 innings worth of work. Cordell now 0-13 on the year, 0-8 inside district play. Mangum now 14-1 and 8-0. Actually, 9-0 inside district play. So Mangum wins a pair here, back in action with a couple of games at the Tuska Tournament coming up on Friday. They'll play at 1 and 5:30. Our traveling microphones will take us to Ringling on Friday night for a football game. Blue Devils entertaining the Tigers will go on the air at 7. Kickoff will be at 7:30. And more Mangum softball action coming your way a week from tonight, as we will be in Hollis for a district matchup. So again, your final score 17-0 in this one. That after an 11-1 victory in game number 1 over Cordell. For Chad Fox, for Katie Carney, I'm Michael Barnes. Thanks for listening. Join us tomorrow morning for Michael in the Morning, live in Studio B, right here on Classic Hits 97.7.